Okay, so this is Europe and our freaking amazing poster. This is Candice, this is Isaiah, and I'm Clydos. Take it away.
The governments of Europe are very diverse. Most of the larger countries have republics, federal republics, parliaments, and 13 of the European countries belong to the European Union. Although there are also constitutional monarchies and a lot of other governments. The economy of Europe is also very diverse, has a lot to do with trading and manufacturing. The job that holds the most positions is manufacturing, and it's the largest. Europe's countries are pretty well developed. Most have an average income or GDP per capita of around 50,000.
Yeah. And for my section, I had culture, and Europe's culture is also very diverse. I'm going to start off with their music. They have like a bunch of different genres of music as well, but mostly it's classical, folk, and jazz music, and they're just the most common. And for religion, their main religion is Christianity, but there's also many different forms, or well, not forms, many different religions that are there, but it's mostly Roman Catholicism. For the architecture, Europe has Neolithic architecture, and it's super cool. And for art, art's super important for Europe's people, mostly because it reflects their history and their ideas and what's important to their society. There's a lot of Western paintings, cave paintings, and sculptures. Those are the most common forms of art. Their main languages, there's over 50 different languages spoken commonly there, but the most common are French, Hindu-Urgic, German, English, and the Roman language. And some fun facts about Europe's culture is it's the second most populated region in the world, and it's the third most populated continent, and over 160 ethnic groups. The average annual birth rate for Europe as a whole is the lowest in the world. Yeah, Europe's super diverse, and Western Europe has a higher standard of living than Southern and Eastern Europe.
So I guess that's me. So I had the really cool one, geography, which is basically the land and climate and that kind of stuff. Well, the major landforms are the Iberian Peninsula, which is where you have Spain and Portugal, and then you have the Apennine Mountains, which is down in Italy, and then you have the Alps. Those are just really cool mountains. And then you have the Balkan Peninsula, which is actually the biggest peninsula in Europe. Okay, now for the really fun part, the climates. You have the marine west coast, which, is mid-latitude. It's really different, kind of, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be different. These are all really different, though. It's the marine west coast, so it's on the western coastlines. It's between 30 degrees north and south, and then 60 degrees north and south. And then you have the subarctic, which is really cold. It's high latitude, because that means it's really cold. And it's south of the Arctic Circle, another reason it's really cold. And freezing is really common. So you can see little penguins all cold waddling around. And then you have the Mediterranean climate. It is mid-latitude, it's variable, and of course it's by the Mediterranean Sea coastlines. And then you have humid continental. It's mid-latitude, it's very variable. It's mostly inland climate type thing, inland locations, and northerly continental. So yeah, that's mine. This was our project. We have pictures if you were confused, like landmarks and stuff in her culture section, and then my places.